The Skinstructors tip of the week: less is often more. When building a skincare regimen, especially for clients who have it all, focus on simplifying. Prioritize quality ingredients and address key concerns rather than overwhelming the skin with too many products. Remember, a balanced and effective routine leads to healthier, happier skin.
Welcome back to the Skinstructors, the podcast where we bring you all things aesthetics. I'm your host, Morgan.
And I'm Jolie. Now that you've mastered the service cycle from our previous episodes, we're tackling a topic that's crucial for every esthetician: building effective skincare regimens for your clients.
Exactly. Whether your client is a skincare newbie or a product enthusiast, understanding how to tailor a regimen is essential.
Let's start with the basics. We're not going to deep dive into the essentials today, but let's briefly mention them. We'll cover that in detail in our next episode, but just so we're all on the same page, we are talking about the core of a routine: antioxidants, retinoids, and SPF.
Absolutely. Those are foundational. Today, we're going to focus on how to build around those essentials.
Let's imagine a client walks in. They've never had a real skincare routine. Where do we begin?
Okay, so first we need to understand their skin type and their concerns. A thorough consultation is key here. Ask about their lifestyle, current products, if any, and what they hope to achieve.
Right. Don't just jump into selling products. Start by gathering all the information you need to create the perfect regimen. I know we've touched on a thorough skin analysis in our service cycle episode, but what other tips do you have, Morgan, on gathering information during a consultation?
It truly starts with a warm greeting as soon as they walk in the door. Make them feel comfortable from the moment they walk in with a warm smile. If you can, conduct the consultation in a private, quiet space. Offer a glass of water or tea. Small gestures really make a big difference.
And body language is key, right?
Absolutely. Maintain open, relaxed posture and master active listening. Give them your undivided attention. Pay attention to those nonverbal cues. Ask clarifying questions to ensure you understand their concerns, and summarize what they've said to show that you're listening.
Yeah, that is so important. It shows that you're truly engaged. What information do you like to gather during the consultation itself?
So detailed questions about skin type, concerns, medical history, lifestyle, current routine. Sometimes I'll even use visual aids like skin charts. I found it valuable to also ask about diet, stress, sleep, sun exposure, and of course, I always ask about allergies and sensitivities.
And how do we hone our questioning techniques?
Okay, so open-ended questions are your best friend. Tell me more is a powerful phrase. Avoid leading questions. You can dig deep with probing questions to uncover the root cause of those issues.
Exactly. So instead of jumping right into product recommendations, we need to ask the right questions. What are your main skin concerns? What's your current routine like? What are your goals? And listen actively. Take notes, and then the skin analysis.
So if you have a client in for a service or they're scheduled for a dedicated skin consultation, that's great. You definitely want to perform that skin analysis. That's very crucial. Visual inspection, tactile assessment, and using tools like magnifying lamps are going to be really helpful. Document your findings with detailed notes and photos with consent, of course. If they're just popping in to ask some skincare questions without an appointment, you'll have to rely on those questions to get the information you need.
And what about educating the client?
So the skin analysis is a great time to explain skin anatomy, skin conditions, treatment options. Make sure you're using those simple terms that they can understand. Tailor your explanations to their level of understanding and manage expectations. Help them set realistic goals, explain the treatment timeline, potential side effects, and home care instructions.
Building rapport and trust is essential too.
Absolutely. Show that empathy, that compassion, and assure them of confidentiality. Maintain a professional demeanor and follow up after their treatment. It really shows that you care about their results.
And for seasoned estheticians, how do we keep refining these skills?
Continuous learning is key. Stay updated on the latest trends and technologies. Seek feedback from clients. practice and refine your technique. And I always love to recommend attending those workshops and seminars.
I love that. So it's not just about gathering information, it's about building a strong client relationship.
Exactly. A refined consultation is about understanding their needs and providing personalized solutions that lead to successful outcomes. There's a delicate balance between educating and selling, but it's a crucial skill for any esthetician.
Yeah, that's excellent advice, Morgan. These tips will definitely help our listeners elevate their consultation skills. Now, here's where the education piece comes in. Don't just list the ingredients, explain why they're beneficial.
Yeah, give us an example, Julie.
Okay, so let's say a client's concerned about dryness. Instead of just saying the serum has hyaluronic acid, say hyaluronic acid is humectant, which means it draws moisture from the air into your skin, helping to hydrate and plump it. This will really help with that dryness you're experiencing.
That makes so much more sense. You're not just throwing ingredient names at them, you're explaining how it works. And I really love your example too, because it's enough information that you're educating, but not overwhelming them with every single detail of an ingredient.
Yeah, exactly. And let's be honest about potential side effects or limitations. Manage expectations. Skincare takes time and consistency, so don't promise miracles.
And it's about tailoring the recommendations to the individual, right? Not a one-size-fits-all approach.
Absolutely. This product is great for oily skin because, or this might not be the best choice for sensitive skin because, explain the why behind each recommendation.
And don't overwhelm them. Start with their primary concerns, build a routine that's sustainable for their lifestyle. Julie, what do you think about sampling products?
I think if they're used correctly, they can be a useful tool.
I agree. We're laughing because we have our opinion about samples, but I'm not big on passing samples out, honestly. But if I do, I always explain to them that it's an opportunity for them to see if they like the product's texture, the smell, etc. A little sample is not going to be life-changing. One little sample is not going to magically transform their skin, but it will tell you if your client will react to a product or not. Okay, so we're educating, tailoring recommendations, and sometimes providing samples. What about building trust?
Be authentic. Share your own experiences if relevant. Provide evidence like before and after photos, with consent, of course, or cite reputable sources. And most importantly, follow up. Check in to see how their skin is responding.
Yep, that shows that you genuinely care about their results.
Exactly. And be a resource. Let them know that they can always reach out with questions. And remember, avoid overselling. Focus on the value of the products, not just the price. Don't pressure them and don't sell unnecessary products.
So it's about empowering them with knowledge, not just making a sale.
Exactly. When they understand the why behind your recommendations, they're more likely to trust you and purchase the products. It's about building long-term relationships, not just short-term sales.
That's wonderful. That's great advice for any esthetician looking to build trust and educate their clients.
Exactly. Okay, so for a beginner, a basic routine could look like this. In the morning, use a gentle cleanser, an antioxidant, a hydrating moisturizer, and a broad spectrum SPF of 30 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
In the evening, double cleanse, especially if they wear makeup, and a hydrating moisturizer and a retinol.
Love it. That's simple, effective, and I love that you added those essentials in there. It's about building a foundation, and you can gradually introduce targeted treatments as their skin adapts.
Perfect. And I always like to add at least one product that is going to be transformative. Typically, it'll coincide with their main skin concerns. For example, if they are concerned with blackheads, I'm going to add in a clay mask for them to use.
Yeah, I love that. I do the same thing. We have some products that we know clients are just obsessed with, and those are some of my go-tos as well. Like the Zeo exfoliating polish, clients are obsessed, and it gives them instant gratification.
Yes, that helps clients trust the process too when they get that instant gratification. Okay, what about the client who has it all? They've got serums, masks, and every trendy ingredient. How do we approach that?
Okay, so you're talking about me, right? That's where our expertise really shines. Sometimes they're overdoing it. We need to assess if their routine is actually benefiting their skin or if it's overkill.
Right. It's not about adding more. It's about refining and simplifying. Look for potential conflicts between products and identify any unnecessary steps.
Absolutely. That's where that consultation really is key. I always ask how a client is using a product. If a client comes in and lists out every possible product that we have on the shelf, there's going to be something that needs some fine tuning. So, for example, if you ask me what I have at home, I'm going to list every single product that we sell.
Yep.
But if you ask me how or how often I'm using my clay mask at home, you're going to find out that there's an opportunity there.
Morgan, we really need to fine tune your routine.
I know, we really do.
Okay, we'll work on that. All right, when it comes to giving product recommendations, remember, we do not spend other people's money. We are here to educate. We don't just sell to sell. We are here to help them have the best skin possible.
Exactly. Thank you. We've trained many estheticians on selling retail, and the biggest hurdle is getting them out of someone's pocketbook. We're here to educate the client on how to take care of their skin. They will decide if it's in their budget or not. Now, for our listeners who are new estheticians, what are some key tips for building regimens?
Yeah. Start with the basics. Build off the 3 essentials: an antioxidant, retinol, and SPF, and add in a cleanser and a moisturizer. Educate, don't just sell. Explain the purpose of each product. Listen to your client. Understand the concerns and goals. Keep it simple. Avoid overwhelming them with too many products. Follow up. Check in and see how their skin is responding, and then document everything. Keep detailed client notes.
Those are great tips. And for seasoned estheticians looking to fine-tune their skills,
Yeah, stay updated. The skincare industry is constantly evolving. Refine your consultation skills. Ask targeted questions to get a deeper understanding of your client's needs. Focus on ingredient knowledge. Understand how different ingredients interact with each other. Don't be afraid to simplify. Sometimes less is more. And seek feedback. Ask your clients for honest feedback on their regimens.
excellent advice. Remember, building a skincare regimen is a collaborative process. It's about empowering your clients to achieve their best skin.
And always remember, you're an educator first. Your knowledge is what sets you apart.
That's all for today's episode. Join us next time as we dive into the essentials, antioxidants, retinoids, and SPF.
Thanks for tuning in to the Skinstructors. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. And as always, stay healthy and happy.